Hi there, and welcome to another daily sip from the IT Lady. Today we're going to learn how to add different Chrome shortcuts to our desktop background and our taskbar. This is helpful when using your computer for work, personal life, or if you have children's accounts. It allows us easy access to our saved bookmarks and eliminates cluttering from our browsers when we cross over between work and personal. To get started, what we need to do is pin the Chrome app to our desktop. We can see that I've already done it here in the top left corner. However, if you need help, you can always type in Google in the search bar and then get to the file and click and drag the file over to our desktop. And that's how we can quickly get a shortcut onto our desktop. After we do that, we can open up the app. When we open it up, we'll see that I've already signed in. Now, if you haven't signed in or you're new to the Google Chrome, sign in with your account or create a new one. After we've done that, we'd like to select this top right icon next to our search bar. When I click on it, we'll see that it comes up with Add. If I click on Add, I'll be prompted to add a person's name, an icon, and create a desktop background for this user. If I put in a work, so say I want to use this browser for work, click on the icon that I'd like, and then make sure that this here is checked. Then I'll be able to add and create a new desktop shortcut. A new shortcut will load, in which I can place onto my desktop. Once I've done that, I can see that in this new browser, it has Get Started. If I click through the prompts, I'll see that it quickly comes up and asks me to sign in with an account. Now this is optional. You don't have to sign in with an account. You can continue as a guest, but if you have a work account or personal account that you'd like to add as a desktop shortcut, you can quickly sign in here. When using the Google, what we can do is go to our settings in this three dots next to our original icon. Click on that and it comes up with a bunch of different options. If we go to Chrome name and picture, we can also change our personal account's details. So if I wanted to change my picture to a cat per se, I could click on the cat, click the personal, and it'll change it up here on our shortcut. Now the other thing that we need to make sure is checked is the Show Desktop Shortcut button. If it's unchecked, I won't be able to have a desktop shortcut. As we can see, it disappears. If it is checked, then a desktop shortcut will load, in which I can then use. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is pin the tabs to our taskbar. We can see here that when I create two different shortcuts on my desktop, that I come up with two different taskbar options. To pin these to our taskbar, we right click over the icon and go pin to taskbar. If we do this for both of them, now even if I close the applications, I'll still have the option to open it. Another thing that we should learn is how to rename our desktop shortcuts quickly without having to go through our settings. Another thing we can do is right click on our shortcut, go to rename, and edit the name to what we like it to be. So with this, we can also make it very easy to customize and personalize our desktop icons. We can create multiple accounts and multiple browsers on our taskbar and desktop. So if we have more than one or two accounts that we'd like to add, so up to as many as we'd like, so let's say we had 4, we can do that easily. The next thing we're going to go over is why this is useful. One big use from using desktop shortcuts is the ability to use two different browsers and save our history to two different browsers. So if I wanted to save a bunch of applications to my taskbar in my browser, let's say I wanted to add the University of Technology Sydney, I can go into their website or into any page that I'd like, click this star up here, and it will save to the taskbar in my web browser. The other thing that it does is it allows me to rename it. So if I wanted to name it whatever I wanted, so let's say UTS Home, I can do that and it will save as that on my taskbar. Now we can see that if I load up my work account, that's no longer there. So if I wanted to add something to my work account that I often visit, I can go into the website and do the same prompt. Click on the star, save it as how I want to save it, click done, and it'll add to my taskbar. That way, if I would open up a new browser, I can quickly click on that prompt and it'll open up a new page. And there we go. That's a nice, easy way to organize our work and our personal life, as well as add Kids account to our desktop, and a nice way to keep our clutter clear while we're searching the web. Thanks everybody for listening. Hopefully it was helpful, and I hope to see you next time.